Trevor didn't have an office at that time, but he did have a basement. I think most every band starts in a garage. Well, startup companies start in basements.
The early days at Nikola when we first started were just filled with craziness and fun. It was like, okay, we're gonna build a semi-truck. There's never been a semi-truck like it ever built or developed. How in the world do we take this idea, this schematic, this drawing, and turn it to life? And so we started hiring people.
He called me and he said, hey, I've got something I'm working on. I think you might be interested.
It was new. It was a startup. I'd never worked in a startup environment before.
No one had titles. It was just engineers, so everyone did everything.
So to be able to put your fingerprint on something and say, yes, I built this, I helped build this, that's what was intriguing.
I had a house on the east side of Salt Lake City, and in my basement, that's where all the engineers were. This is where it all began. This is where Nikola was started. This basement is where we had all of our engineers working. We had the road would just be lined with cars. You know, we had computers all over the basement.
It wasn't just his basement, it was also his kitchen and his living room and, you know.
Loud noises and laughing and calling suppliers on the phone. Neighbors were suspicious for a while. We had a lot of cars and a lot of guys. I think we had one or two girls that worked for us at the time with probably a dozen or more guys. And so the neighbors definitely got suspicious, wondering what was going on. They called the cops on us. The cops showed up and they were like, hey, we got a call that there's 14 guys and 2 girls here every day. It was bad. So we invited the police in and they came down and they looked at everything and they were like, oh yeah, you're just running an engineering company. It's cool. And they left.